Revolutionary greetings, comrades. We are all opposed to the 2030 agenda in the context of moving the Zimbabwean elections from 2028 to 2030. We have said that we are opposed to this, and we clarified that we will not carry placards written in defense of the Zimbabwean constitution, because we have clarified that the constitution does not represent the working class and the peasantry. So in rejecting the 2030 agenda in the context of moving the elections, that does not necessarily mean that we are pro the Zimbabwean constitution, because it does not represent the working class and peasantry. But we need to give advice to comrades, mainly in civil society. We need to give advice. You see, there is a danger. We need to be strategic in how we oppose this 2030 agenda. We need to be very strategic. If we are not strategic, we will find ourselves campaigning or getting into bed, as it were, with one faction in ZANU-PF. We need to be very strategic, because we must understand that while the beneficiary of the extension of the life of Parliament and the Presidium is President Mnangagwa, members of cabinet, deputy ministers, members of parliament, mayors, councillors, we must understand that it is a resolution of an institution called the ZANU-PF. We should not do the mistake that we did in the MTC of removing Mugabe from the institution called the ZANU-PF and campaign for what we used to call Mugabe must go. We must be very strategic on that. So we should not remove ED from ZANU-PF and then say ED is wrong, ED is this, right? And they remove him from the institution ZANU. The moment we do that, we are going back to the days of the MDC, where we singled out an individual out of the system. Mugabe went in 2017. The system remained, because the system was birthed by the institution. So if in this campaign of the 2030 agenda, we then single out ED and leave out the institution, indeed, we are going to have friends inside the ZANU-PF who will appear to us as progressive because they are being locked out. They themselves want to take power and continue with the system, right? Because there are others in ZANU-PF who believe that if it wasn't for Emmerson Mnangagwa, there would be cabinet ministers, there would be members of parliament. They are there. And as such individuals who are out of cabinet, who are out of parliament, who think that if Vice President General Chiwenga or another person takes over from Emmerson Mnangagwa, they think that they will be appointed into cabinet and they will be elected into parliament. So such individuals, so that faction in ZANU-PF, if it indeed it exists, it will ally itself with the civil society, which is anti the 2030 agenda, give support to it, because they will then know that they will be the beneficiaries of the civil society and the opposition campaign against the 2030. So we need to be very, very strategic and not find ourselves in the Chiwenga camp, if it exists. Because it is common cause. It is common cause that if it does not run in 2028, assuming elections are there in 2028 and the ED restricted by 2 term does not run, it is common cause that General Chiwenga will emerge as the presidential candidate. So if ED says, and the ZANU-PF extend the term of office, it means Chiwenga will remain the vice president, not the head of state and government and commander-in-chief. Something that every politician wants. So we need to be strategic. So we are saying we must oppose the entire institution. This is why we talk of dismantling Zanu-ism. We should not be saying ED is doing this, ED must go. We must be saying Zanu-ism as a political and economic ideology, which includes the ZANU-PF, the political party, ED, this president, all must go, it must be dismantled. So that we do not find ourselves making the mistake that we made in 2017. Thinking that the coming in of ED was going to transform or reform the Zimbabwean state. That was the belief by men in the opposition that the departure of Mugabe and the coming in of ED was going to assist in reforming the Zimbabwean state. A government of national unity was going to be created until Patrick Chinamasa said, Chinu chetu, it's our thing. And the opposition was shut out. It's a lesson that the opposition today should therefore not find, the opposition and civil society, those that are not aligned to Senator Chabang, should not find themselves donated or finding themselves in bed with the other faction in ZANU-PF. I know that Ambassador Mtswanga wants to be a minister. He was kicked out. It is common cause that he believes that if ED is out of power in 2028, he has big chances of becoming a minister. Right? So you have many like him inside the ZANU-PF. Right? So this is why we're saying that while we're carrying out this campaign, we must be strategic. Our campaign is to dismantle Zanu-ism. We are anti-imperialist, right? We are anti the looting class. This must be very clear. We must understand the duality of our struggle. That we are in a struggle against imperialism in Zimbabwe. We are in a struggle against the looting class, not individuals. Please like this video. Write your comments in the comment section. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're on TikTok, please do follow us. Amandla Comrades.